Last class we started discussing about use of data files in C, which are used to permanently store data. And today the topic is operations on data files. If you recall from the last lecture, these are the sequence of operations that we can do on an existing file in secondary storage. So in this lecture we are looking at how we can process an existing file using a C program, and not that if you have a text file you can open it and access it using any of the text processing applications like editor, say gedit in the Unix based operating system. But here our objective is to see how can we do it using a C program. And initially you have to open that file. The fopen function call can be used to do that, and we have seen what is fopen in the last class. And after opening a file, here I assume that okay, when you open you can get it opened in your program. This is just a pictorial representation just to illustrate how you will open. Okay, so you can open it, and after that you can do a number of operations on that existing file, and finally you close it using the fclose function. And last class we have looked at fopen function, and also we have looked at file end of file function. Hope you remember it. And today we are going to look at all these functions listed in the first line here. Don't worry about all these things. We are going to see what exactly each of these functions do. First we can look at the putC function. Last class we have discussed an example which uses the putC function. Now we are going to formalize the syntax of this function. This is the syntax. This is a function to write a character to the next position in the file that you are processing. Okay, what is the next position that you can see when we go further. Okay. Now the syntax, the first part is the function name, which is putC, which is for writing a character to a file. The first argument is the character to be written. So this is the character that you are going to write, and then you have to say to which file, which is represented by the pointer to the buffer. Okay, or sorry, the handle, file handle, which is returned by the fopen function. Okay, that is putC. So putC is a function to write a character to the file. Now we are proceeding to see the syntax of getC, which is a function to read a character from the file. So this is the syntax, and the function is to read a character from the next position in the file, and the syntax includes the name of the function, which is getC, for reading a character from a file, and the only argument is representing the file, which is the file handle or the pointer returned by the fopen function. And this function, when called, will return the character which is read from the file. It will read a character from the next position, and that will be returned. And you have to be careful when you are using this. You have to make sure that there exists at least one more character to read in the file, and that you can check using the end of file character check. Now we are coming to the third function, which is ftel, which we have not discussed in the last class. in the examples. So first we will see what this function is for. It is a function to return the index or position of the next character in the file. You consider this text file simply as a long sequence of characters starting at index 0. Okay, and when you are processing the file, maybe you already have read 10 characters, then the index will be to the 11th character. Okay, example will make it clear. Here is an example program which is trying to read and print the content of this file, file1.txt. This is the content, and see what this program is doing. First, it is trying to print within this parenthesis a number. What is that number? Whatever is returned by ftel on the file pointer. We can, and after that, actually it returns the current position. Initially it must be 0. So 0 will be printed within parenthesis, because the 0th position is this and the character at 0th position is capital T. And after that, what it is doing is, it is reading the next character, which is at first time it is capital T. Then it is checking whether the end of file has reached or not. End of file is here. Okay, if you already have reached the end of file, you are coming out of the loop. Otherwise, what you do, the character which you read is printed on the screen, and immediately after that you are again printing the next position. Okay, 0 is the first position, 1 is the next position, and that position is again printed within this parenthesis. That is what this program is doing. Now suppose you are going to execute. This is the line. So what will happen? You are printing the first position, which is 0, and that is printed in parenthesis. And after that, you know that what will happen is, in an infinite loop until the end of file is reached, you are printing the character, then the next position, then the character in the next position. Likewise, if you proceed, this is what you are doing in the loop. If you want to look at the output, this is it. First position is 0 and the character at 0th position is capital T. Next position is 1 within parenthesis, you are printing it. Then you are fetching the next character, which is H, and you are printing it here. Okay, I hope this is an illustrative example to tell you what is ftel giving you. Okay, now we can look at the syntax. So this is the syntax that you saw in the previous example, and it is a function to return the index or position of the next character in the file. And in the syntax we have the function name ftel, which is a function to return the file index, position of the next character. Starting from 0, it goes 1, 2, 3, etc. And the only argument is file handle, which is the pointer returned by the fopen function. And what is it returning? It returns the index or position of the next character in the file. Suppose you have read or processed the first 10 characters, then 11th character's position will be returned. Now we are moving on to the next function to operate on file, which is rewind. As the name suggests, it is a function to reposition the file index, that position number, to the first character in the file, which is 0. The file index will be repositioned to 0. First we can try to look at an example. Here is a program, and suppose the program is acting on this file. Assume that this file is opened and the file handle is in ptrf. And what is this doing? It first prints the first character or the next character, which is capital T. Then what is it doing? It checks whether the position has reached 7 or not. FTL of PTRF means the position of the next character. Initially it is 0, then it is 1, eventually it comes to 7. If you look at 7 is here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if it is reaching 7, what is it doing? It say rewind, that means reposition it to 0th position again. And after that I am just trying to print FTL value. It must print 0 because wherever it is, rewind will get it back to 0th position. We can try simulating the execution. So in an infinite loop, you will execute this printf until you reach into 7. So 7 number of times it will be executed, and until this point everything is getting printed using the printf. And then you are coming to the position 7, and now this check is true, and hence what you do? You are doing rewind. You are doing a rewind. Rewind will take you to 0th position, and if you proceed, you will print 0 within parentheses. So this is a simple function to understand. Now let us look at the syntax formally. So this is the syntax. This is a function to reposition the file index to the first character in the file, which is 0th position. And the syntax includes the function name followed by the file handle. Okay. Now moving on to the next function, which is fseek, and this is a function to reposition the file index, again to reposition n positions to forward or backward from the given reference position. You can say a reference position, maybe beginning of the file or end of the file or the current position. You can say that from the current position move 3 position to the 3 position forward or 3 positions backward. Let us look at an example that will make it clear anyway. So here is an example function acting on this file, and what is this function doing? What is it doing is, within an infinite loop it gets the next character and prints it until it becomes the end of file. If the end of file character is reached, then you are breaking, you are going out of the loop, otherwise you are printing, and you are continuing it until you reach into position number 16. And what is 16? Here is position number 16, you can verify it offline, and it tells if the position has reached 16, what is it saying? fseek, then first is the file handle. It tells that from the current position, seek current is a system defined constant, it represents the current position which is here. From the current position move 5 point forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it tells or it asks the system to reposition the index to 5 positions after it. So if you do it, you will get to this position. Okay, we can try simulating the execution. If you start executing this infinite loop, what will happen is, until you reach into position number 16, every character will be taken from the file and will be displayed on the screen. So this is a sample. Until here you are displaying it, and after that you are coming to this part, and what is it saying? If the current position is 16, yes it is 16, then what? Move 5 position to the right is what it is doing. So this is what happens. Okay, just skip 5 position. If you want to move backward, you can say -5. That's it. So if you proceed further, what will happen? All these positions are skipped and it will print the remaining characters in the file until it reaches the end of file character. So this is what is getting as output or expected as output, and I hope the fseek function semantics is clear to you, which is to skip forward or skip backward a given number of positions from a reference position. And which are all the reference positions you can pass, that we will see when we discuss the formal syntax, which is what we are going to do now. The syntax, this is the syntax, and function is to reposition the file index to n position forward or backward from the given reference position. We have to see which are the possible arguments for reference position, that we will see. The first component is a function name, followed by the file handle, which is followed by the number of positions to move. You can say plus n or minus n. Plus n means move forward n position, minus n means move backward n position. You can experiment it in the lab to see, suppose you are only at position 2 and suppose you say minus 5, what will happen? You program and see. And the last is the reference position, which are the possible values. Seek underscore set. If you pass it, that means from the beginning position, which is from 0. Or you can say seek CURs, the current position. This is what we did in the previous example. Or you could say seek end, from the end of the file. You can say minus k. I hope you are getting this semantics. And with this, let us proceed, and maybe we can look at the remaining functions in the next class. So today we have seen some operations that we can do on a data file using a C program. We have looked at a number of example functions provided by the C language, and I hope all of you will try some example programs to understand how these functions are helping you to process a file for different programming requirements. And in the next class we can see some formatted file operations, and after that we will have one more class, which is the last lecture for this course, and in which we shall discuss about unformatted file operations. And with this we are finishing this lecture. Thank you.